Welcome to the AIMS interview tutorial. In this video, we'll learn how to manage the interviews that we've been invited for. We start with an email from an interested recruiter that invites us to select an interview time. By following the link inside the email, we'll be met with a schedule that shows us the available slots. If this is your first interview, you'll only see the options that you have, but since this account is already scheduled for some interviews, AIMS will show me any potential conflicts. The solid colors indicate a scheduled interview, whereas the outlines indicate available slots for an interview. When we've decided on an interview slot, we click on it to confirm our selection. Now we haven't left ourselves a lot of time to go to our next interview, so perhaps we should reconsider the time. By holding the mouse over the scheduled interview, we can see details about it. Right now, we're interested in the cancel or reschedule option. I'm going to show cancel just so we can see how it works. We could always go back to the email to schedule again, but it's faster to scroll to the bottom of the screen and see what interviews we haven't been scheduled yet. From here, we can select a better slot. The Details menu can also help us plan our day. If our interviews are scheduled in different locations, we can get directions by clicking the link inside the interview slot. Not every scheduled interview is going to have this information, though. For instance, something that doesn't have its location currently specified couldn't possibly give us directions. Now suppose we had an interview scheduled for a recruiter that did not use Econ Job Market. We can still have it inside of our calendar by clicking on the link Add Non-EGM Interview Event, located at the top of the screen. This will open a separate window allowing you to create a new entry for this interview. Of course, this isn't limited only to interviews. Any scheduled event that we have can be entered here to ensure that we're not overbooked. We can delete these entries simply by clicking the Delete option. Alternatively, if we maintain a Google Calendar, we can enter the URL in the link at the bottom. Since it is updated dynamically, any change that we make to the Google Calendar will be reflected inside of our AIMS calendar. Now suppose we wanted some means of producing a hard copy of our schedule. A printable version can be obtained at the bottom of the screen. We could alternatively print the results from the text link above, which would allow us to make any last-minute changes or see if we had any unscheduled interviews. This page works exactly like the previous page, except that the layout is slightly different. This completes the tutorial. In the next video, we'll see how to manage interviews from a recruiter's perspective.